just hits him with a shot.
Hey guys, this is Dominique Wilkins.
Hey, this is Sean Kemp.
This is Gary Payton.
Hey, this is Pau Gasol.
NBA fans, what's up? This is Vince Carter here.
Hey, what's up? This is Matt Barnes. If you're an old school NBA fan like I am, make sure you check out the Basketball Time Machine with my man Sean David.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Basketball Time Machine. My name, of course, is Sean David, and I welcome you to your weekly dose of old school NBA basketball. In today's episode, I want to take a look at, the rivalry between Dennis Rodman and Charles Barkley and how Dennis often, got the upper hand. But before we dive into that, I have to ask you guys for a small favor. For the biggest project of my life, please take a look at the Kickstarter campaign of my first movie, The Last Kumite. Take a look.
For all fans of 80s and 90s action movies and classics such as Bloodsport and Kickboxer, comes a real retro experience. The Last Kumite.
Now, before we get into the rivalry between Charles Barkley and Dennis Rodman, we have to really see how smart Dennis Rodman was. Many people think, Dennis Rodman was always that crazy player, that loose cannon who basically did whatever he wanted to. But many people don't understand that this was all a plan and that Dennis Rodman was really a mastermind. I mean, he said it in countless interviews. Let's take a look.
Everything I do is for a reason. It's a purpose behind it. But the purpose is to accomplish at the end of the game, that W. That is it. That is it. If I do something distracting, that means there's a reason for that. There's a reason. As long as it helps my team, I don't care what it takes me to do. Kicking the ball, throwing a computer on the floor and things like, I don't care. I love what I do, and I do it well.
Now, for the past 25 to 30 years, Charles Barkley always, didn't shy back when it came down to talking about Dennis Rodman. Let's take a look.
I like Dennis a lot, but I think he made a mistake trying to think he could go to North Korea and keep everything just about basketball.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, tell us.
John Sally, Dennis Rodman, Mahorn can't fight a lick.
Ernie, I solved that irritating problem because Michael used to joke to me all the time. What I would do is I just punch him as hard as I could at the beginning of the game. And he would leave you alone.
Yeah, you sure would.
He would. You just had, because Michael used to, Charles, why you keep doing that? I said, dude, he stopped, because he stops irritating you and bugging you once you clock him. I would just punch him as hard as I could, like in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Now that we just saw the clip where Charles Barkley said that he always used to hit Dennis Rodman at the beginning of the game and that Rodman would leave him alone. Well, Charles, I love you, man, but that was not 100% true. I mean, we got it on film. Let's take a look at some of the greatest moments of Dennis Rodman and Charles Barkley.
Takes Rodman, offensive foul. It's heavy theater.
These guys love it. I tell you one thing, neither one can intimidate the other.
Here comes Scottie Pippen. Rodman to Barkley will. Oh boy, they got Barkley.
You know, maybe that was that shot Charles was talking about, but Both officials down there had both eyes. There were 4 eyes watching that. There's no way, Charles. You got to pick your spots. But maybe Charles wants Dennis to go to the free throw line and embarrass himself.
Harvin knocked away. Harper was looking at the official. I think he wanted to call unhappy Tim Hardaway.
No. The tap is good.
Dennis Rodman again. You know, that was pretty good defense by... That was...
There's the missed shot. Stamped up there. Who got it? Rodman and Barkley both slapped it. I think we said it was Scottie, but...
Here's the first matchup, Barkley against Rodman.
Now Rodman is saying, you know, I got you under control. Barkley said, ha, you got to be kidding.
To go back to. He rebounded with a ferocity that just didn't make any sense.
Rodman pulls it down. On the floor, the hook stripped by Henderson. Off to Barkley. Charles Barkley with the drive against a triple T. Blocked.
Look at Rodman. Where did he come from?
Rodman blocked it out of bounds. Holy cow. How about this?
On Barkley, whose scoring average is down from his career mark of 23 to just over 15 this year. His first shot of the day is a 3.
Well, they're double teaming Barkley in the low post. They're coming off of Matt Maloney with Ron Hart.
Barkley fires a 3 over Rodman, and it's there for him. Now they're within 6.
Now Barkley's talking to Rodman now, trying to get into his head.
Welcome back, Dennis Rodman, number 10 on Charles Barkley. It's a physical matchup and a tough one for Rodman. He acknowledged that yesterday.
It's kind of tough to play real superstars. It's kind of tough to play real superstars because, you know, they're going to get the fouls, you know, and that gives you double added pressure to go out there and try to play them. You know, Barkley's going to get his fouls, you know, he's going to go to the free throw line. I just have to kind of play it by ear, and then like the second half, then I can play. But, you know, I'm going to have to match him point for point tomorrow, you know, make him play me out there tomorrow.
Man, I always used to love those matchups between Barkley and Rodman. Defense at its best, and obviously Charles Barkley never backing down. Now, before we get to the end of the video, as I said in the beginning of the video, I have this huge project coming up, and it's going to be my first movie. Obviously, I have a big team behind me, but yeah, I've been working on this project for 16 months now, and I really hope that you guys can support me. So if you are a martial arts fan, especially from 80s, 90s movies, please support my Kickstarter campaign. Take a look at the video there. I will explain what the project is about. So thank you for watching, guys. I really hope you can support me. It would be really appreciated. Hi, my name is Sean David, and I am the executive producer for the movie The Last Kumite. We all grew up with those martial arts classics of the 80s and 90s. Movies such as Bloodsport, Kickboxer, and No Retreat, No Surrender. And what can I say? We miss those type of movies. Movies with great heroes, great fighting montages, great training sequences. Just those movies that you love and that you will always remember and carry in your heart. And we thought, wouldn't it be great to have at least one more movie like that with all the legends from back in the days? And this is what we decided to do. Our movie, The Last Kumite, will be exactly that. We talked to many legends from back in the days, such as Cynthia Rothrock, Billy Blanks, Kurt McKinney, the guy who played Jason in No Retreat, No Surrender, and Michelle Kissy, the man who played Tong Po in Kickboxer, Matthias Hughes from Dark Angel and No Retreat, No Surrender 2, and many more. And we combined them all in one movie. Of course, we also have exciting new talents such as Mathis Landwehr, Emilian De Falco, and Aurelia Agel. Oliver Harper will support this project, and Jason Brandt. Take it over, guys.
Hi there, I'm Oliver Harper, a YouTuber and filmmaker. I've been producing retrospectives and reviews on 80s and 90s movies on my YouTube channel for over a decade, with most of them being action movies, which then led on to me directing the documentary In Search of the Last Action Heroes. Sean, who is producing this movie, is a big fan of my work and loves my style of editing, so I've been brought on board to edit this feature film. With all the great talent on board who have many years of experience in the action genre, it's going to be very exciting for me personally to edit all their fight sequences together to make something really exciting to watch.
Jason Brandt from So Bad It's Good here, and I've been pining for the return of badass old school action movies for a long time. And if you're like me, I've got good news, because this film is a return to form. Look at the cast, listen to the music, check out the team behind The Last Kumite. With your help, we're going to make the kind of movie we've all been missing for a long time.
Now, what we're going to do with this movie, as I said, it will be a movie such as Bloodsport. So we will have great training montages, great fighting sequences, fighters from all over the world showing their styles. So you will also have some styles they probably have never seen before. Of course, we also will have great music. Stan Bush, the man who sang the title songs for Bloodsport and Kickboxer, sang the title song for our movie. I already have the song. It's amazing. Then we have Paul Herzog, the man who made the music, the score for Bloodsport and Kickboxer. He's doing the music for our movie, and I already have some songs. It's amazing. It sounds like just from back in the days. So we have all the ingredients for a great masterpiece. But in order to realize this project, we need your help. That is the reason why we started this Kickstarter campaign, in order to raise the remaining funds in order to make this dream a reality. So please support our project. We got everything in place. We're just missing a little funds. Help us to make this dream a reality and to bring this great retro old school movie to your heart.
For all fans of 80s and 90s action movies and classics such as Bloodsport and Kickboxer, comes a real retro experience. The Last Kumite.
In case you were wondering what you can get if you support this project, obviously we have the soundtrack, we have the Blu-rays, we have thank you videos from the cast, we have signed posters, even a signed 6-foot stand with the entire cast signing. You can be an executive producer for the movie, so your name at the beginning of the movie also listed on IMDb. So many great tiers. Please check it out. Check out thelastkumitemovie.com. Please support me, guys. I need you for this. Thank you very much.